You're here again. No, you probably don't know me, but I promise you, I'm a friend. And I've been your friend for a very long time. It's not that you don't know me, it's just that you don't remember. You don't remember anything about me. You don't believe me? Huh, I don't really blame you. I would have a hard time believing some stranger too. But I do know you, and I know that even after all this time, you're still the same curious little girl, always wanting to know what's on the other side of the coin. Tell me, don't you ever get the feeling that you're missing something? But no matter what you do, you just can't pinpoint what it could be. Ah, from the expression on your face, can I assume I hit the mark? It's why you're always here, isn't it? Same time, every single day. Something inside you just knows you should be here, but you don't know what. And even if you logically think it's absurd, somehow you can just tell that you're missing something. I can tell you what you're missing. All you have to do is trust me. You think it's impossible? How about this then? You can leave. You can walk away right now and continue on your day. I won't stop you and I won't bother you again. Or you could choose to take my hand and I will show you everything you've been looking for. How about it? Thank you for choosing to trust me. I know this doesn't mean you'll believe me. I appreciate it nonetheless. My name is Ella. Hmm, I look disappointed. Do I? No. Well, I suppose I do look a bit disappointed. I was hoping at least a small part of you would react once you heard my name. It's alright, one step at a time. What do you remember about your childhood? Were you close with anyone outside your family? Hmm, you're wrong. You weren't always alone. There was always someone who you'd always rely on. Someone who you would always pull along for another adventure. And everyone in the neighborhood knew that the two of you were inseparable. She was a homeschooled young girl, but right after school, she would wait for you right outside the gates every day without fail. However, that girl, she was a strange kid. She would say impossible things and perform unusual acts that other kids can't do. She would say stuff that makes the neighborhood fear her. And when the children told their parents, they were afraid. Everyone started avoiding that strange girl, except one. To you, her abilities were not freakishly weird, but wonderful and extraordinary. You stood by her through everything, even when that meant you were a freak too. And you'd always protect her from the children's brutal pranks and teasing. You were her protector, her light. She clung to you and loved you very much. From then on, until you grew up. I I've been your best friend ever since we were kids. No, you're right. It does look pretty impossible when you don't have any blackouts or any clue that shows you have no memory of anything. But Can you remember the festival 3 years ago? You went there, didn't you? Yes, the state fair on the other side of town 3 years back. Just try. Tell me exactly what you remember that day. You came here alone. Hmm? Were you lonely? No. It was a happy memory for you, wasn't it? But you hated being alone. Strange, isn't it? Alright. You were unusually excited that day. Then what happened? Mm-hmm. You spent the entire day trying out all the rides and just had fun. Okay. Your last ride was the Ferris wheel, wasn't it? I'll tell you how I knew after this. Humor me. So tell me, after the Ferris wheel, what happened? Hmm. Are you okay? Is your head hurting? I'm sorry. Here, take a deep breath. There. Does it still hurt? Just a little, huh? Give it time. So, you remember going home, but you're sure something's weird about it. What time did you arrive home? Heh, how is it that you arrived home at 8 p.m. when you were only a 15-minute drive from the fair then? Think about it. Something must have happened in that time period. Whoa, easy there. Don't think about it too much. You'll only end up hurting yourself. What's important is that you now know that something's off about that day. It's getting late. Well, I dearly love to continue chatting with you again. You've had a long day. I don't want to overburden you. Don't worry, I'll be here again. And hey, fair warning, don't overthink about what happened on that day, okay? Every time you do, your head will hurt. Come back tomorrow, then I'll tell you what happened that day. The truth. I'll be here again, I promise. See you, sweetheart.